Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is JC if you haven't seen my face before. Today's video, we are back with another weekly reading vlog. So hello, hi, good morning, happy Monday. It is a little after like 8:30 I believe. So I'm just kind of getting ready for the day. I'm heading to the office today. We are back in California. It is so gloomy. I hope to see the sun today. I doubt it if it was anything like yesterday, but I'm just happy to be back in my home, in my environment, back into a routine. I definitely spent this last weekend kind of just resetting and getting myself ready for the week. So I feel like I'm in a good place heading into the new week. So yeah, let's go ahead and just kind of get my morning started. I'm trying to think because I've had matcha the last 2 mornings and I don't know if I want to make another one of those or if I want to have like one of my juices. I did just buy Trader Joe's Very Green juice smoothie. Maybe I could have half of this. Okay, half of that. And then, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of this yogurt as well. Should probably have one of these. I love these, like Yakult. They like just taste so good. And then, I think I'm gonna cut up an orange that I got from the farmer's market. Yeah, I went grocery shopping yesterday, like big time. And then I also went to the farmer's market. So we got some like goodies. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my breakfast real quick. Okay, just got ready, and before I head out, I wanted to quickly open this package that I had asked on my Instagram. I was like, guys, please, does someone have the like US original cover edition of, what was it, the 4th book in Magnolia Parks? It's whichever one that I got as the like original cover, but not US edition, and it's now ginormous compared to the rest of my books. So I asked if anyone had it, and someone did, and she mailed it to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, thank God. Thank God. She's just so pretty. Also, wow, girl, you kept this in great condition. Okay. She also included a little note. That's the thing. Like, that's just like nice. I'm gonna put her little Instagram handle here, but that's just like so nice of her to like be like, yes, girl, I got it. And she like didn't even make me pay for it. She's like, I'll just send it to you. And I'm like, no, like, let me give you my money. It's just so sweet of her. I'm gonna head to work. I'm gonna put this on my shelf. I just have the giant copy, so I need to like sell it or like put it probably. I don't like selling books. It's just so much work. I'd rather just put it in a little free library. So I'll probably do that. But now I have the proper book. Now, obviously, the new one is a later issue, but for now, I at least have the first 4 in a normal size. So I'm gonna head to work and I will check in with you guys when I get back home. I just got back home from the office. It's currently like 2:30. I'm gonna eat a little bit of some snacks. I have my hummus and the other half of my orange from this morning. This hummus, it is the kitchen sink dip by Brothers Products. I have no idea. I got it at the farmer's market. But guys, it's so good. It's full of just such delicious things. And then I also bought their organic falafel chips. So I'm gonna snack on this just to get like a little more food in my system. But the sun is coming out. I've just had a lot of like negative, toxic, intrusive, anxiety-filled thoughts over the last 24 hours, and I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know if it's because Mother Nature's calling next week or I am having these thoughts because like I'm just actually having these thoughts. It's not emotions out of whack, you know what I mean? So I definitely want to journal today, and I stopped at Target on my way home from the office. I love that all these things are so close, but I got this coloring book. So I like love things like this. I also ordered finally a like under $10, like an $8 word search. I really like doing those. Like, they're just very relaxing to me, and I think I'd like to have more activities like this. Like, the bullet journaling is fun, but I have to create that from scratch. So it is nice when I want to have like kind of some artistic juices flow, but it's already kind of done for me and I just have to do the coloring. So I got this today. So I feel really good. I want to like do more of that. Like I want to go to the beach more and like go just like sit and color or go to a park and do that. Sometimes I want to go to the beach, go to the park, or whatever, but I'm not always in the mood to read, or maybe I just can only listen to the audiobook right then, so it's good to have another activity to do. That's kind of my thoughts, but the sun literally came out like on my drive home. I don't know what happened. I think the universe is like, I think she just needs some sunshine and blue skies, and they could be right in that. So I'm gonna eat and then we're gonna change, and I'm gonna take my laptop and go work outside for a bit. Okay, I just got outside to the little park next to the pool area, and I'm just at one of the tables. I brought my snacks, so I have the leftover of my oranges. I only had the hummus when I was snacking earlier, and then I cut up one of my golden kiwis. And then I have my current read, Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I'm currently halfway through, and I actually want to finish this today. And then I have my coloring book, and then my 2 journals, my reading journal and my emotionary. So I need to journal though, like hardcore. All these intrusive thoughts are like being so dumb to me right now, so I just want to eat some of my snacks and journal a little bit. I already checked work, I'm good there, and now let's just do some journaling.
I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanted to give up cause nothing was changing.
Okay, post journal sesh feels good. I feel like I just got out all of the thoughts that I was having, and I feel better. Maybe later, like I'll talk about it on here, but it's like kind of awkward because it's kind of like intrusive thoughts about the book community, and that makes me nervous to talk about on a book channel. So I'm gonna eat some of my snack. I saw that I just got access, like early access, to Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte's channel. Her like early access to the weekly vlog that comes out tomorrow. You know what I wish? Should I be sharing this on here? I don't know. So on Patreon, I get like, I don't know if it's alerted, I don't know if I get like an email about it, but on the app, it's like so front and center if someone cancels their membership, which is fine. Like, I don't want you to spend money you don't want to spend, but it's like, why does Patreon have to like tell me that? In a moment where I'm like insecure, I'm like, no, great, thank you. Thank you. Okay. It's just like, they don't have to make it so front and center. But I think I'm gonna turn on her weekly vlog, eat some of this, and then I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to do reading or coloring. Okay, it's been a couple hours. I mean, look at me. But when I was outside, I was able to do the journaling, which is really great. And then what did I do next? I feel like I did 3 things, but maybe it was just the reading journal. I didn't end up doing any coloring or reading, but I turned on the early access to Olivia's video that goes out tomorrow, and then I did my reading journal. But it's the fact that I needed to update various pages that I just never had all of my markers at once when I was in the mood to do it. So like I had to update my pages for like my reading goal of 75 books this year. I had to update that, but I never had my like April color scheme pens whenever I was trying to do it in May. So I was always behind on it. Now we're in June. So I went ahead and did that, updated my like JC's library spread. It was just like a bunch of little things that I was kind of behind on in there. That's kind of the overarching reading journal. Now I am also behind on my June spread, but I at least finally have an idea of what I want the spread to be for June. So I actually would really love to like go to the beach and do it there and just like take my reading journal and like sketch it all out, because it's gonna require a lot of sketching because I'm gonna be mixing a lot of things and kind of creating a lot from scratch. A lot of spreads I do have always been like I go to Pinterest and it's like copy paste. I think this year in general though, I have been trying to just like combine a bunch of the ones I like, oh, I really like that this one has strawberries in this form, and I really like how that one had blueberries over here, so like why don't I just combine them? And it's like, I don't know, it's just been fun so far this year. So with June, I want to do this kind of like East Coast like New England coastal girl summer vibes. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to like find different like doodles and such that will work for that. And I've found some inspiration, so now I just need to sit down and like start sketching it out. So I feel like that is something that, fingers crossed, good weather on Wednesday or Thursday, but Wednesday sooner, I would be able to go to the beach and do that. I don't have to maybe be even like on the sand, but just like going to some beach and like sitting somewhere and like seeing the ocean and doing that. So I'm gonna brainstorm some places because I feel like I've seen various like coffee shops and such that are outside that you can see the ocean. Obviously, I'd always love to go to Laguna Beach, but maybe going over to like Newport or Huntington. I don't know, make like self-care, self-love day of it. We'll see. For now, I would have loved to have cooked one of the meals that I got today, but that just wasn't happening. So that's why I got something like this from Trader Joe's. Doesn't look appetizing, but it's just I think a bean and cheese burrito. And then I grabbed a soda that I got from work on my walk out of work. So love that for me. And that's just what I'm in the mood for. I'm like, I just kind of want to chill. I don't want to do any cooking. I'm going to turn on some YouTube. There's no WNBA games on today, so it's like the only day of the week that there are none. Kind of surprised by that. They should like space it out different, but oh well, because there are games on the rest of the week. So very happy about that. It's just like so nice to have on in like the background in the evenings because then I can like read while I do it, and that's what I was doing over the weekend. So for now, YouTube it is. I'm just gonna, I have so many videos, you guys don't understand. Like probably like 50 to 100 on my watch later, like 50 to 100 on my like reading specific playlist. So I'm gonna do that. I do hope to do some reading. When I got back from outside, I laid down and I actually did take a nap. I don't really know how long. I had my phone in my bag and I never took it out. So I took some form of on and off again nap, and then I got up and I showered because I like desperately needed it. I'm gonna do a face mask tonight. I got some face masks from Amazon, I think. They're like some Korean brand that my mom introduced me to, and so I went on and I know that like I like those, so I bought like a 4-pack. So those came in the mail yesterday. So I'd like to do one of those tonight. Okay, that's my little update. I may talk with you more today, but otherwise I'll just see you in the morning. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It's like 9:30 or so. Sorry if you can hear like yard work people doing their thing outside, but this morning I had a meeting at 9 and I wanted to get to the office by 9. I think pretty quickly I realized that wasn't going to happen. I set my alarm for 7:30, but I was having such like weird dreams. Not like weird as in like what was happening was weird, but it was just like, why? Like, why am I trying to catch this flight? But like, why am I upset that it was okay? I was like on like a Spirit airline, okay, and they made me late. I had like 3 connecting flights just to get from like DC to California. Like, I don't know why. So I was mad that they were gonna make me pay for a new flight when the first leg of the flight was like delayed. So I only had like 15 minutes to catch my next flight. Obviously my suitcase wasn't gonna make it. I wasn't gonna make it. And like I was just like so upset about the situation. But it was just like such like a weird thing that I was just like, I woke up so groggy and tired. So I was like, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like I don't think I'm gonna get up, get ready, get to the office. No. So I realized I was taking my meeting at 9 from my bed, and I did that and it was great. And then now we're here. I think this is just a lovely start to the day. Okay, I have a small reading update. I was not able to finish Heartless yesterday. Let me grab the book. I was not able to finish this last night. I was just like sleepy. I think we saw that. Like I was like, I took a nap, I was like in my head, and I just wanted to like watch some like comfort YouTube videos. So that's what I did. And when I did get to reading, I was like at the 50% mark, and now I'm like at a little over 80. So I only have that much left. I think a little under an hour probably worth of reading at this point, but I think it's like 450 pages, and I'm at chapter 42, page 364. So I definitely want to finish this today. Easy peasy. We are getting this done today. And then I'd like to start another book. I'm thinking of starting In a Not So Perfect World. I was like, what is it? In a Not So Perfect World. That way I have like kind of a romance book that I'm reading, and then I'm going to finish Heartless today. And then I think I'm just going to wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to start, what's it called? Like Draw to the Moon or something like that. No, Draw Down the Moon. I feel like there's the word draw, down, and moon all in there. But there's only one other word. Draw Down the Moon. Seems legit. So I'd like to start that. Tomorrow is like then my fantasy book. I'm like just really in the mood, want to be reading. Honestly, I am. Like I know I was really sleepy yesterday, but like I wanted to read. I just knew I didn't have it in me to like focus. But I want to be reading like 2 books at a time. That way I have, like, if I'm in that kind of romance mood, I can have that. And if I'm in a fantasy mood, I can have that. Because I'm really in the mood for both. Not necessarily together, but, like, I'm in the mood for kind of that fluffy summer rom-com type book. And I'm also in the mood for, like, a great, like, fantastical type of book. So I think having 2 at the same time is really good. What was the last book? Oh, because I read The 7-Year Slip at the same time I was reading Heartless. So it was nice to have, like, both of those. Gosh. It's so gloomy out. So, like, we're having a hard time focusing. Okay, I'm gonna kind of get my morning like going. Gonna like get ready a little bit for the day. I don't know if I'm gonna end up in the office. We had like this big meeting going on, so that's why I was like I want to get in to the office and like do that. But then I'm like, not really anymore. Not really anymore. So we'll see if I find different motivations in the afternoon. But for now, I do want to get ready for the day because that way it just kind of like makes me feel good and like. Okay, I got up, I got ready, and that way I'm not just gonna like rot in bed in my PJs. I think I'm gonna go make a matcha. I'm not all over the place this morning, but like, what was this clip? What was it? Let's go make a matcha. I think that the cutest thing about me is I think that getting ready for the day is going to automatically stop me from just getting right back in bed to do my work. And good news, I did put on a little makeup today, which honestly made me feel really good. It's like, this is my everyday makeup, and you don't tell like a huge difference, and that's what I like. It's like summery natural makeup, but all year round. I love it. So, I did make my matcha. It's currently 10:15. I really start work at 11, where I just have to be on shift for one of the contracts, but I'm going to utilize the next 45 minutes. I think I'm going to do a bit of reading and look at my to-do list, because I feel like I made a to-do list for yesterday that I'm not entirely sure what I signed myself up for. So yeah. Let's figure that out. I'll check in with you guys later. I have a feeling today is just a full-on work from home day, and that's fine. That's fine. Was it planned? No. I am off tomorrow and Thursday, which is nice. Like normally I try to be off Wednesday and Friday, but I do like that I have 2 days in a row where I'm off because it feels like a true weekend. So looking forward to being off. But okay, I'll check in with you guys later. Okay guys, I don't want to freak out. Okay, it's currently 11 by the way. I've been actually working, not able to read, which is fine, but I see blue skies. I see blue skies, which makes me want to sit outside. It's currently 71 degrees. I don't know, it says a high of 79 today, so honestly, maybe even in an hour? I don't know. It'd be nice if we could just sit out from like 12 to 1 and enjoy some sunshine. I have my meeting at 1:30, and then we would go back outside and like just enjoy the sunshine. Like I can bring my laptop with me and be able to check stuff there. So I don't know, it's like kind of what I'm thinking. Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend the next hour. I think I'm at like a good stopping point with work where it's like I've done a lot and then now I'm just like gonna be waiting on things, checking on messages. So I'm gonna pick up Heartless and we'll see what we can get done in the next hour. So it's about 12:15 or so. I have my next meeting in a little over an hour. So I want to take the next hour to just sit outside, soak up the sun. I did finish Heartless, and I'm thinking kind of something different this week is I'm going to give my concluding thoughts at the end of the video, mainly so I can sit on them. I was already halfway through this book, so I wasn't really able to like give you my thoughts while reading it the same way. Usually like I feel like I start books when I start the weekly vlogs, but I was already more than halfway, I feel like, into that one, so I didn't have like the normal reading updates to give. So I'll still give those and kind of a little bit of how I'm feeling throughout the book, but to give concluding thoughts, I think I want to wait so I have more time to sit on it. I'm going to go ahead and start in a not so perfect world and then another book for another video. So let's go outside for like an hour or so and do some reading. Don't mind me guys, just like with my 5 bags and books and all of that. We're back to where we were yesterday because I really just like this spot and I like that. That was scary. Not like near the pool and everything, but okay. I did bring a snack. I love these things, so I thought that'd be perfect to snack on. And I have my books, my laptop. I'm going to set up that now. I may actually be able to take my meeting from out here, so we'll see. If these crows start acting up, maybe not, but because it's already 12:48, 38. And my meeting's at 1:30, so we'll see. But I did bring my coloring book and everything, and I also had a couple packages outside whenever I left. I think they're both from Amazon. One had like the Amazon tape, one didn't, but I ordered like some sunscreen, and then I also got the word search I talked about, so I think that's what was being delivered, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna set up.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest.
Okay, it's like 1:35, 1:40. My afternoon meeting, super short. It was so nice to be outside. There is like this mini playground in the same area I was at, and so some kids came there, which is obviously fine. Kids, it's summer. Enjoy your playground. But I was also getting a little hot, so at the time of my meeting, I decided to just come back and take it here. It was so nice to just like sit in color and listen to my latest read. It was a book that I could listen to like immediately. I feel like with some audiobooks, I have to either like start out hybrid and then I can work my way into just listening to it and not have to have the physical copy. But a lot of the times like I have to do the hybrid the whole time. I don't know. I can't really explain it more than that. But this, I just started and I was immediately like able to keep up with it. So I only read about the first 50 or so pages. I'm on chapter 7. How many pages are there? 333. So I think I'm like 15% of the way through. I'm not entirely sure. I really like the start of it. I like this because it's like a woman gamer, like a game developer. And so the concept of this is you have our main female character, what's her name? Sloane. And then Charlie is the main male character. So Sloane wants to be a video game designer. She has this massive interview. And in the interview with an all-male panel, they're like asking her, so you're not like married, right? Like you don't want to have kids soon, right? But then he's like, I mean, obviously we're not going to tell our employees what they, you know, can and can't do, but, and she's just really wants the job. So she's like, I have no interest in a relationship right now. I have no interest in like kids right now. Like, you're so good. Don't worry. But just like the idea of that is so annoying. Anyways, so she's like now agreed to that. And that's like the premise of her, like now for the final round of the interview, they want her to develop a game to like share with them that can be promoted and things like that. And then we have our main male character, Charlie, who is her hot neighbor. Love Charlie. We haven't gotten to this point in the book yet, but the premise from here is that he wants Sloane to go with him on this like vacation to win his ex back, or like to make his ex jealous and want him back, something like that, where he wants Sloane to pose as his girlfriend. And she's like, well, I have no interest in like actually being in a relationship. Charlie wants his ex back, and now I can use this vacation to work on my game. It'll be perfect. So like that's the premise of the book. I like it. I mean, it's starting off well. I like the writing. It's so easy to follow, but like intriguing. Like, I like the back and forth so far. It's not like this banter per se, but it's just like I like the dialogue we've gotten. I like the thoughts from Sloane that we've gotten. This is third person, right? Like, am I crazy? No, it's just single first person POV Sloane, which is fine. I mean, it's fine as long as like Charlie's introduced well, so we'll see how this continues. I definitely want to read more of it today. I wanted to open up my 2 packages I got as I was going out the door. I think they're both, like I said, I think they're both from Amazon. This one just didn't have like the normal Amazon packaging. This one did. So I ordered some sunscreen, and I'm assuming that's what this is. I was out. I've honestly had the same sunscreen for a while, so I'm sure I shouldn't be putting that on my body anyways. Oh, that's just what. Okay, so then let's just open them both. There's one more, and there's like a different thing in that other box that I didn't realize was going to be in there. Yeah, okay. All this like for what? I feel like we could just make a smaller box and be good. So I got the Cool Down spray by Sunbum. One, I'm a Sunbum stan. Like, guys, I cannot recommend it enough. Like, I never burn when I wear it. The key thing is to wear it. But then I love the Cool Down spray. I've had the Cool Down lotion, which is also fine, but like the spray is really nice. And I don't like any like aloe vera thing that's like sticky, because when I've gotten like sunburns in the past and I put it on, it ends up making me peel because it's a very sticky substance. And if I wear a shirt over it, like, okay, I've let it dry, so I think, I'm like, okay, well, it's been a couple hours. And I put on a shirt, and like during the night or in the morning, I'm taking it off and it's like sticking to my skin. And then it's going to like make me peel because the outer layer that's not doing so hot is like sticking to it. So I don't really like any aloe vera main like gel-like substance. So spray's good, lotion's good. So then I got another one of their 30 sunscreen, and then I got the premium sunscreen tanning oil. So I figured this would be good in like, as the UV's going back down type of thing. Like, I've worn my sunscreen as the primary UV hours, and then like I'm going to be outside for another hour or so as it's going back down, but I still want some protection. That's what I'm thinking this would be good. And then the thing I was also excited about, well, it's kind of heavy, is the word search I got. Honestly, I like the mini ones. Like, I had this mini one that was great. This one's great. I will take it with me places. I do like the brain games one. Essentially, one of my old roommates from college, like her aunt, I think, gave her like this whole box, like, you know, college box. And one of the things though was a brain games, like it was like a US related word search, and it was like small, petite, and amazing, and I loved it, and she just gave it to me, and I was always doing it. Like, I was obsessed with it. So I definitely like this brand, but I saw this one as like everyday mindfulness, and I thought that could just be like a nice one. And then I may try to get another one that is like the small one I mentioned. I like to be able to just like in my hand hold it. I don't know how to explain it. This is just a little bigger than I would love, but this would be great to take with me also to like the beach, park, to do at night, whatever. So that's my little haul. Now I have to go put all this extra stuff away. Although I might want to keep this box. It's a good book box. Like, I'm that person. I'm that person that's like, wow, it's a good box for books. So it's like if I want to ship one of my friends a book for like their birthday, some other holiday, then I can use this box and it'd be like a cute little package. Do you ever think about that? I think about that. This one though, too big. No real reason for this guy. Okay, that's my little update for now. I don't know. I mean, I have to continue to work, but I just don't know what else I'm doing. So I'll check in with you guys probably whenever I'm done with work. Yeah. Okay, it's now 4 o'clock. I am done with my work stuff, and I didn't really have a lot of meals today, so I think I want to go ahead and start on dinner. I want to make those veggie enchiladas that I've made in the past, and they just take a while to make, especially if I just like enjoy the vibes of making them and I don't try to make them like super quick. So it's a lot of prep and then just takes time to do it all by myself. So let's go ahead and get working on that. They sound so good, honestly. Okay, for awareness, it's like 4:45, so I started this a little after 4, and now it took me 45 minutes to make this by myself. Come on, focus. Thank you. Was that hard? So obviously if you have someone with you, it helps a lot, but it looks so good. Figured I would do the first bite with you guys, even though I've probably done that several times over the years, because this is a top recipe for me. This is the first time that I've made it without a recipe, because normally, although I've made it so much, I'm like, still pull up the recipe card just in case. I'm proud of myself. 30 times later, and I can make it without a recipe card. Okay, now it's really hot. I need to turn on the air conditioning. I mean, that makes sense. I turned on my oven to like 450 degrees, but yeah, I need my air conditioning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's a little before 9. I woke up around like 8:15, 8:30. Well, woke up is a very loose term. Started opening my eyes when I realized like you're not going back to sleep. Today is my day off of work, today and tomorrow, so I didn't set my alarm. I've been trying to set it for 7:30 where like that's just, if I'm not up by then get up, and I feel like I really like that time right now, so I think we're gonna keep it, except for my days off. Like that's when I can kind of recuperate if I am not getting the amount of sleep that I need. So last night I went to Target. First of all, I did an online order drive up pickup thing because we're having a like self-care date day today. I think I mentioned that yesterday, and I realized I don't even have like a cooler, like a lunchbox, anything that I could take some stuff with me to keep it cool. So I got this really cute one that I feel like is a really good size for just a single girly pop like me. So I got that and then a couple ice packs, and I want to be able to take that with me to like the pool, the beach, the park if I wanted, like just different things to keep things cool. So very excited about that. It was $15. Like, to me, that is so cheap for like a cute, good size lunchbox. No, cooler, like say less. Last night, well, actually during like the day, really, I started and finished In a Not So Perfect World. So I think when I last talked with you, maybe we talked at like the 50% mark. I can't really remember if we only did that like initial check-in, but I hit the 50% mark, and then like halfway through the day, I don't know, early into the afternoon, I was like, okay, like that's cool. Like I actually was really liking the book, but I was like, I wanted to reach 50%. I didn't think I would be able to after finishing majority of 50. Like I think I finished the last 20% of Heartless. So then I was like, I just don't think I'll be able to get to the 50% mark of In a Not So Perfect World today. So when I did, I felt so good. And then last night, I just kept reading it. I couldn't put it down. So let me grab it. So we're gonna take this back to the library today because I finished it, but I really enjoyed this. I am giving it 3.75 stars. So like I mentioned, you're following Sloane and Charlie as they go on this vacation where Charlie wants Sloane to pretend to be his girlfriend so he can win back his ex. Sloane is interviewing for this video game designer position where it's an all-male panel that's like very much HR violation, like asking her like, you're not like interested in being in a relationship, right? Or like, you know, you don't want to have kids, get married, all the things, right? Like anytime soon, like walking HR violation. But Sloane like really, like this is like her dream company, dream position. So she's like, girl, no worries, no interest in that. Like she just got out of a breakup like in the last few months. So she's like, don't worry about that one. So she agrees to go with Charlie because she's like, I can just utilize this trip. Like Charlie's trying to get his ex, cool, I can like snap some pictures with him for his account, but I can just spend time on my video game. Obviously, it doesn't really go like that. And I did see one review of people being like, okay, this author, huge problem with the fact that you played that whole stereotypical male-dominated field card, but like, I didn't have an issue with it because it's not real. Well, those situations can be real, do not get me wrong, but I'm saying like this story is not real. So I didn't have an issue with it because I was just like, ugh, major eye roll. I work in a male-dominated industry. Luckily, my company is honestly so amazing, but I know that there are men like that out in the world. I was just like, no, God forbid, like a woman had issues, and like the jokes that they made in the room type thing, you're like, that is just so messed up. So I didn't have a problem with it because it's just fiction. I took this as like a rom-com, a fun summary rom-com that's not that deep, not that serious. If you want something like that, I think you'd enjoy it. Like, just don't go into it thinking like, this is a realistic thing that like, I don't know. I liked it for what it is. I thought it was a good time. Liked our characters. Not characters that I necessarily related to, but I like their story. I like their connection. I like the conversations they had, and I like that it was realistic in the sense that they had been neighbors, but they didn't really meet until this whole situation happens. So they didn't, like, I don't know, there was conversations of the fact like, I like am really liking him, but like obviously I just really started getting to know him like a week ago, 10 days ago. So I don't really know the guy, but like I want to. And so I did really like that. And I think COVID really introduced us to the idea that like connecting to someone can happen so fast when you're just kind of like stuck in a place with them, because you're forced to have like a lot of conversations, do things together, and it can get that deeper connection a lot quicker than like an average romance blossoming where like you see each other once, maybe twice a week, and like you slowly build that up over time. But when you're just like stuck together in a way for like a week, yeah, like a lot of those like kind of deeper connecting conversations happen on a daily basis where you can feel such deep connection. So that stuff doesn't turn me off, but I think I do like it when they have the realistic part of like, okay, well now I definitely feel like a strong connection with you, but like obviously I'm not just gonna like jump the gun and like marry you because we just met. So I liked that part of the story. I think that can be a turnoff for a lot of people where it's like that insta-lovey feel. So I did want to note that. I guess I'm sorry if that's like a spoiler you don't want. I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't think it is, but at the same time, like, I feel like it's kind of like a trope type thing that a lot of tropes can signify spoilers, so now I kind of feel bad. But I think I would like to know that going into this because that is something that annoys me. So I'm like, okay, girl, you met him a week ago, like, or him, you met her a week ago. Why are we trying to pop the question? So I like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and like start getting ready for the day and all of that, pack my bags, and I will probably just check in once like all of that's done and we figure out for sure where we're going. I'm leaning towards Newport, but you never know. Okay, I just finished getting ready. It's actually already blue skies here, so that's really nice, but I'm inland a little more, so I don't know how the coast is gonna be. But I packed this beach bag full of all the beach things, and then I have my purse here. I was gonna bring my laptop, but then I realized I actually don't need it, so I just packed my iPad because I want to do my thumbnail thing, so I'll bring that. I have my outfit ready. I just put on some jean shorts. I packed my swimsuit. I'm trying to think, but I'm gonna pack the cooler on my way out and then we're gonna head to Newport. Okay, I just got in the car. I have everything packed. I have my beach bag back there, my cooler down there, and then I have my library return. We're just gonna drop it off real quick at one of those like outside drop-off things, and then we're heading to Newport. I'm so excited. Like, I expect that it's probably still a little cloudy there closer to the water, but maybe by the time we get there it'll be clearing up, so we'll see.
World had more of your smile.
Okay, it's been dropped off. Oh, music stop. Let's do, I don't know, do we do Newport coffee? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, set as destination. Please don't make me do a bunch of highways. I feel like I gotta do a bunch of highways. Okay. Let's go. Okay, it's giving clouds. Actually, I feel like it's showing up way darker than it is like in real life. Like, it's definitely cloudy, but it's not as dark, I feel like, as the camera captured it. So I'm gonna head out. I don't know where I want to go yet. Somewhere in Lido, but yeah, we're just gonna be in Lido for a little bit, a couple hours, hour maybe, I don't know, and then we'll head to the beach area. Okay, I finally got some parking. So I was in Lido for a couple hours. It was so nice. I made my thumbnail and I did a bit of reading, and then I drove over to more of the Newport area rather than Lido, and I just found my parking. Holy crap, that was so hard. Like, Newport, you guys go hard on the parking spaces. I did find parking that cost me $7.50 for 2 hours, and then I can extend it if I want to stay, but like, for what? I know I expect everyone in Newport to have money, but like, what are you doing with that $7.50? Anyways, I think we are going to get some clear skies here in about an hour maybe at most, because I'm seeing already peaks of blue over there. The sun is peeking out above me, so I think it's going to be great weather. So I'm going to take all my stuff and find somewhere to sit. Okay, it's currently 1:45 and we're actually headed back home. It sucks because just 2 minutes inland you can see sun coming down on my shoulder, like blue skies. So I just want to go back home and go to my pool and actually enjoy some sunshine. It never cleared up over in Newport, so we're driving home.
Hello.
Okay, was anyone gonna tell me this is what my hair looks like? Okay, anyways, I've been at the pool for how long? I have no idea. It's currently 3:45, so probably like an hour. There were some people here when I was first here, so obviously I don't like to film, one, around people, but two, like especially at a pool, like kids, swimsuits, like no thank you. But I was listening, I'm still listening to Draw Down the Moon, so I wanted to just pick up like a fantasy-esque type book, just something that wasn't like a classic rom-com summary type book. And I was actually so confused when I first started it because I swear I was like, wait, this sounds so familiar, like I feel like I've read this, but it's because it was one of the books that I like read the first couple chapters of, like 5 books one time to figure out what I wanted to read. So I was like, why do I know this? And then like once it continued after the first couple chapters, I was like, oh, okay, no, we're good. So I read or listened to the first 20% of it. I didn't plan on listening to this. I brought like 2 other books that are like a lit fic. I started Summer Sisters today, and then another like summary romance that's for another video, but I just like wasn't feeling it, so started this instead on Libby. I do have the physical copy at home. I just didn't bring it with me because I didn't think I'd be starting it. So I've just been laying out here. It's been really nice. I'm going to stay out here for a bit longer, enjoy just like nice weather, probably sit like legs in the pool because like I don't really want to get in. I have this like, not pool floaty, well I guess it's kind of like that, like the donut thing, and I want to blow it up so that I could actually use it here because that'd be really nice. But yeah, okay. I just wanted to give you guys a little update because I'd been here a little bit and haven't been able to talk with you guys, so it's really nice. I have like all my stuff here, and I've been able to have like a couple snacks, and I have my drink. Oh my gosh. Hope nothing's, yeah, I see nothing. I have my Lonnie New. It's the blue slush flavor. So good. If I would have thought about it, after I got gas, had to get gas, RIP, but I was in the area that has a Sonic, and I was like, if I would have just thought about it, I should have got Sonic afterwards, but I'm so excited because I'm already excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm hoping another like actual pool day. I want to go to the beach, I do, but along the coast, it's just so cloudy, and you just have to like fingers crossed that it clears up, and that wasn't happening. Like I said, like 5 minutes, not even, inland of Newport Beach, weather like this. So I don't know, but I learned that the coffee bean and tea leaf place came out with boba. Yeah, so I want to go, and I want to go get boba there. I'm thinking of like just adding, it's like brown sugar boba, and I'm thinking of just adding it to my matcha and seeing what that tastes like, or getting a chai. But I know I like their matcha, so I think adding brown sugar boba to it, it's like my 2 favorite things, boba and matcha. Like, yeah, so I'm excited. Tomorrow we're definitely gonna go get that. Maybe get a Sonic drink, sit poolside. Like I really want to have like a pool day. Today was good because it was nice, like to sit out by the water, like by the ocean, and like hear the ocean, but then work on my reading journal. That's what I was primarily doing, and working on sketching out my June spread. So that was really nice. But yeah, I was like, okay, like it's literally sunny where I live, so why am I gonna just sit here all afternoon not soaking up the sun? So it's perfect. We'll see if anyone ends up coming to the pool later, but I'm thinking of just enjoying the rest of my afternoon or an early evening here. Okay, I just got back inside. I don't know what time it is. 5:15. Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. I just kind of got hot and tired, and I just wanted to be inside and like sweats and a hoodie or something. So I'm gonna go take a shower because I feel gross, but I also have like a mess from this morning, so I'm gonna also pick this up after I take a shower, or maybe I should do it first. I'm gonna pick it up before or after the shower, but I feel good. feel like I didn't burn, which is lovely. I feel like I just got like some nice sun and not like peak UV time, because I feel like I was in the cloudy Newport Beach during like highest UV time, so that's good. I mean, obviously you can still have the UV coming at you through the clouds, but it's not as intense. So, okay, I'm gonna go shower. Okay, I took a shower and I feel so, I am wearing shorts. They're just like the same color. It's just like, I'm not naked on camera. Anyways, I feel so good after my shower and I picked up my room, but I had to come out here and show you guys. Like, look at the sun coming in. Oh, stunning. Stunning. I love the summertime because just how the sun sets. I get a lot more sunlight in here because of the like surrounding buildings. I unpacked my cooler and kind of like, well, I have boxes and stuff I need to take down in the morning. Remind me to do that in the morning whenever I go down to my car. But I'm kind of sleepy. Well, not like sleepy. I'm just like relaxed. Like a day outside, a day of fun. I feel relaxed. I did color a little bit. I don't know if I got any clips, so I'm going to post a picture that I took of me coloring. But, oh my gosh. Like, it was so nice to like color as like the sun was like going down more, where it's not like the peak like hotness, not even UV, but just like hotness coming down on you. It was nice to have it kind of starting to set and then just like coloring. Oh my gosh, magical. I'm excited for tomorrow. Like, I am so excited for tomorrow. One, to get my boba matcha slay, and then two, to hopefully be able to enjoy the pool. And I am considering going to this like, I don't know if book club really is the right word. From what I understand, it's like a book get together. She was like, I host this book club where we like talk about books for the first couple hours, or like just talk, chit chat, update, whatever. And in the last 2 hours, we just like read whatever our current read is. Vibes. I love it. So I was like, okay, she's like, I do it every Thursday. And I was like, I love this. I'd love to go. So I'm thinking if like it's good, like if it like sounds good, tomorrow, like I think it starts at 5, but it's like for a few hours. So we're just gonna see how it plays out tomorrow. I definitely want to go next week, but as far as tomorrow, I just like don't know. Like, the idea sounds great, but if I'm like caught up in my own moment, like, hello, I didn't even leave the pool thing until 5:15. I guess I could show up later, obviously, but I don't know. So throwing it out there, may do that as well, which would be fun. Obviously, introduce me to new people, but I don't know. I'm just like excited at that idea. Like, that's just like a cool concept of spend like an hour or two like just like talking with everyone there, and then an hour or so like however you probably want to stay, really, just like reading whatever you want to be reading. So that's exciting. I am 50% of the way through Draw Down the Moon. I'm liking it. So it is YA fantasy, and you have moonstruckers. Is that what they're called? Okay. The fantastical element is like these people, these like bloodlines have powers that are kind of given to them by the moon based on when they are born. So you have like the Aquarius ones, the Taurus ones, the Scorpio ones, slay, hey girl, hey, that's me. And based on like when you were born, and you have to be like born on a full moon, like all these things, then you have these like kind of abilities. Now everyone has a similar ability, but they're tweaked a little different, I think, based on what time of the year you were born. And so it's YA in the sense that I think they're just turned 18. Yeah, just turned 18. And then they go off to the school and they're put into their like little houses in a way, and they have a summer program, I don't want to say like summer school, but like that's kind of the best description of it. And they have like trials throughout the summer to kind of help them enhance their abilities, and then kind of help them with what they'll be doing with those abilities in the world after that. So like the mundanes are the people without powers. I think it's moonstruckers, which is so weird. I'm gonna be embarrassed if I'm wrong on that name. But they're the ones with the powers. And so the mundanes like don't know that like moon power people exist. So she talked about like she being one of the teachers. For example, the Leo ones, I think their ability really helps calm people down. So a lot of the jobs that they take in society are in like a public setting to help calm people down. And what I liked about it, she described like, but not everyone's going to use those powers in that way, because what if the Leo moon strucker person like has very bad social anxiety? Like, why would they choose to now use their ability in that public setting when it's just going to make them miserable the whole time? So I like that like they're at least aware of that. They do have like one of the main side character is an LGBTQIA plus representation, which just love seeing that more and more in books, especially YA books, and just like introducing that into like normal world for like a younger audience. Love that. And then we have our main two characters where like he like loves her because they've been friends for like 5 ever. She's like, I don't know if she's just like ignorant of it or what. She's like, no, like we're BFFs. But I'm like, girl, like, who's gonna tell her she has feelings? Who's gonna tell her? I can't through the page. So I've been binging that. Like, I listened to half of it while I was out at the pool. So that was amazing. And I definitely want to continue on with that tonight, and probably continue on with, what was it? Oh, Summer Sisters that I started today. I mean, mini update with that. I don't know how many pages. Could be up to 100, but that seems a lot. Maybe closer to like 80 pages? 80 to 100 pages in, and it is interesting. You know what it's kind of giving? Okay. I said when I first, like, oh, I think this was on my Patreon video. So when I read the back of it, I was like, it's giving Malibu Rising meets Mary Jane. Accurate. Like, tone it up to like the Malibu Rising feel, because like it's taking you past and present, where past is like in the 70s, 80s, and then present is like present time. And actually right now, okay, sorry, I'm just like, I'm not that far into it really to understand like the timing of it. It's not really past present, but like, I don't know if prologue's really the makes, like, it shows you now we're present time, and like this is a situation with our two main characters, but then it snaps you back to like when they first met, and I think it's taking you through the whole timeline and not really like a flip back and forth now that I think about it. So it's like starting out though in the like late 70s, and so that's kind of the Malibu Rising in me, where it's like that vibe of that. But then the Mary Jane, where you have these like 12 to 14-year-olds kind of being introduced to things, and like introduced to like sexuality and these thoughts that you're like, wait a minute, what? And you have like this kind of more bizarre eccentric family, and then you have this like I wouldn't say naive, but like very, what is it? These like haven't been introduced, innocent, like a very innocent 12-year-old now being introduced to a very eccentric other 12-year-old, where the family's just not the same as what the other girls used to, and that gives Mary Jane. But now the both of them together, wild. So yeah, I mean, it really started off pretty quick that I was like, oh, okay, wow, it really is that though. That's kind of crazy, because like Mary Jane, it's really just one 14-year-old like being introduced to a family where she's nannying, but like this is like, now you have two Mary Janes. One is like from that wild family that she's nannying, and then you have Mary Jane. So if you've like read that, then like you get it. Wow. Kind of exciting to give my review on this. Okay, anyways, I am liking it so far. Like, it's very interesting. It's very like different than the books I've read before, in the sense that I don't normally read books like Mary Jane. I don't normally read books like Malibu Rising. We blend them together, and I'm like, what is this, in the best way possible? So I'm excited to continue on with that one. I think it's nice having just kind of different reads to like bounce back and forth between. I'm not like 5-star obsessing over any of them, but that's not a bad thing. I don't know, it's not like I'm not seeking it out, but I just want to read some fun, easy books right now, and I'm not upset that I'm not having like 5-star feelings, because I'm not disliking any of the books that I'm reading. I can't believe I just stood here and filmed for like nearly 9 minutes. that's my update. I may touch base with you again tonight, but if I don't, I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, happy Thursday. Already blue skies today. Already, which is so good because when I tell you I could not fall asleep last night to save my life, it sucked because I was tired, but not tired enough to fall asleep, but not awake enough to like do anything productive with my time. So I was probably up until like 2 a.m. if not later. Yeah, my first wake up call, like just my body waking up, 6:50. I was like, absolutely not. So I think I went back to sleep for another hour or so. It's like 8:30 now. I'm like, okay, we're up. We're up, but I see blue skies, so I'm happier. I am gonna like make my bed and everything real quick, kind of like get myself situated and then figure out a game plan because I do want to go to the coffee bean and tea leaf place today. Like kind of in the morning and then be able to be there for a little bit and then come back here and spend some time at the pool. So I'm gonna go ahead and like make my bed, get ready for the day, all of that goodness, and I'll check in with you guys whenever I know what we're doing. I just got ready for the day. I'll show you my semi-still pajama outfit. Okay, I desperately need to clean this mirror. We're just gonna ignore that for now, but these shorts I wore to bed. I love these shorts. I have so many of them from Brandy Melville. And then I got this sweater, I think like a couple years ago from Aerie. And I love it because it's just like the perfect like kind of beach morning sweater. So I have a tank top underneath this, but I'm going to throw on like some knot slippers. And we're going to head out. Hold on, let me turn this camera around. So I learned that Poppy came out with a orange cream soda. Anything orange cream, sickle type thing, I'm gonna try. So I was trying to figure out where had it locally to me. Besides, I don't want to order like a 12-pack online. So I think Ralph's, that's pretty close, has it. And I know that they also sell individual ones of the like cherry lime one that I love. And I think they should have the relatively new like blue raspberry one. So we're gonna go over there and we're gonna see what they have. I'm just gonna pick up hopefully like 3, one of each of those, and then we're gonna head over to the coffee bean place. So I'm gonna pack my bag. I mean, it's just like grabbing my books, grabbing you guys, and we're gonna head out. Okay, I just got out of Ralph's and they at least had the cream, the orange cream and my cherry limeade. They didn't have the like blue raspberry one. It's fine. So I got 2 of these. I was actually proud of myself because it had a thing where it was like 3 for $6. And I was like, well, if I just wanted to have 3, sure, but I came in there with like, you're getting 1 of each. So I was like, don't just spend another $1 just to spend another $1. And then I went to check out and I got like 50% off each drink. Essentially like that deal was still going on even if I just got the 2 instead of 3. And I was like, so I only spent $4 instead of like 5 something. It was amazing. So I just went on to the coffee bean and tea leaf app and you guys, I am able to order my matcha and just like add boba. I was kind of nervous that they would just be like, oh, like you can't, like I don't know how to start, like you like the boba is for like these specific drinks and that's it. Nope. This is embarrassing, but I need to put in my GPS because I haven't been there in like enough time that I'm not as confident in my ability. So okay, I'm gonna wait to order. Okay, I was just gonna wait to order because like if they make it right now, I'm not gonna be there for like 10 or so minutes. So okay, I was about to just like leave with you guys. That's not gonna work. My camera will go flying. I will see you guys when we get to the coffee shop.
It's been 4 weeks since you called, and I've been waiting here for you.
Oh my gosh, I am so high. I have the air on like blast right now. I was sitting in the direct sun for way too long. It's currently 10:15, but holy smokes, it is hot. And I was kind of annoyed because there were the people there, like, I don't know, they were like 2 coaches, friends, talking. It was kind of, I don't know. So I couldn't really relax and I didn't want to move around. It was just like, it was hard. It was hard to just sit and read. Sorry if you can barely hear me over the air blowing, but like, I need to cool down. I think I want to actually go back, but I just needed a break. And I saw they left right as I left. I'm like, I literally was waiting for you to leave so I could like move to a spot with shade that was like in the area they were at. Like, it was just that small, like you've seen that small patio area, and I was like, I want to move to where I'm in the shade, but the only places like in the shade were like where they were seated and like the table next to them, and we have the whole patio. Like, why would I sit next to, like, I don't know. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave. And then as I get in the car, I see that they're walking out. I'm like, no, I love that. And then we have this guy that's just like walking around rubbing his wrist and his hands. Like, what is he doing? He's just like walking in circles in the parking lot. And he's like, what is he? Okay. Anyways, I think I feel better. I'm gonna go sit in the shade now. Am I? Do I just want to go home? I don't know. Okay, I just got over to the pool and I'm thinking of filming a quick little Patreon video because I want to make a summer bucket list, and I feel like that would just be a cute little extra video to throw on over there. Like, I'm treating that, like, okay, so I have a tier that's like, you get like 1 exclusive Patreon video a month, but like these little videos I want to film over there, like, it's just for fun. Like, I filmed one where it's just like a morning with me. It is a very much like we're on FaceTime, and that was so fun. I'm like, this doesn't count for like that video, because like when I think of the Patreon exclusive video, I want it to be more like a typical main feed video you would get over here. But then I still want to film like little odds and ends, and I'm like, I don't know if this is really like something I just want to put up as a main channel video, but like I want to film it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, just a quick little video making my summer bucket list. I kid you not, there have not been people on this road for like the entirety of me filming that summer bucket list, but now that I want to like just update you guys, like, hey, I finished it, that was so fun to film that over on Patreon. 15 cars in a matter of like 30 seconds. Big trucks too. So it's fine, I'm fine. I'm gonna put some sunblock on now. I realized I just came out here and I was in the shade, but now the sun is moving around and now I'm actually in the sunlight, so I'm gonna put some sunscreen on. And I don't know yet. I'm thinking about getting in the pool, but also, do I want to do that? Do I want to color? Do I want to read? I have no idea. But I just want to update you guys. It's so fun making that bucket list. I'll show you guys it later, but for now, I'm going to enjoy the pool. Oh, wow, that was so scary. That was so scary. You guys almost just fell on concrete. Oof. Okay. I'm hot. It's currently 1:15, and I'm thinking Sonic. I'm thinking a Sonic Drake. Oh, gosh. I also just did the stairs. Where's my tripod? Bestie. I have a little bit of mail to open with you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna trip over. Okay, let's look at this. I know you guys have to be thinking, like, book mail? You're joking. You're joking. And I would like to say, I actually looked for these specifically at every single bookstore I went to when I was back in Kansas, and I never found them. And I was like, no, I really want to read them. So then I went on Pango Books, and I saw, like, there was someone selling them relatively cheap, but then it was like only the first couple. I don't know, like, I knew I couldn't get all of them, but then I went on Amazon, like, I was just, like, on Amazon getting random items, and I saw that they had the first 3 for, like, $6. So here I am. I was actually kind of disappointed in all the bookstores. I don't know if it's just because they're super popular, so, like, they just didn't have them in stock, but, like, guys, you saw, I went to a lot of bookstores. I'm so excited! So I have the first 3 volumes. I did it. I did it, and I could not be more happy. I'm just excited to dive into this. I follow Gavin from Gavin Reads It All over here on YouTube, and was it season 2 or was it season 1? He did like a reaction, and I'm pretty sure it was season 2, but like I hadn't read any of the graphic novels, I hadn't watched it, but at that time that he released reacting to season 2, like I was just so invested. Like I was so invested, so I don't know why it took me so long to that. Oh my god, I didn't realize like how. Anyways, I was just so invested in it, so I knew eventually I'd read them, and now's the time. Now's the time. So I'm so excited. Okay, that's just it. That's just what I wanted to say. Now let's go to Sonic. I'm just like so happy, and seriously, Amazon having them on like some crazy sale. The last one's like $10. I just like, I don't need to get that right now. I'm gonna get through these first and then go pick up the 4th volume. And I have seen the 4th volume out and about, so I feel like that I could go get at a bookstore. Okay. Gosh, like I already have like a cherry limeade here. So do I want vanilla root beer or do I want like a raspberry sweet tea or both? Maybe I just get both. We'll see. Let's go ahead and shut this because they're playing music. I just got to Sonic. Well, I placed my order on my app because it's before 2, so I couldn't get my handy dandy half-off drink without using the app. I did get a raspberry sweet tea. Nervous because I haven't had it in actually ages. Okay, delicious. And then when I was on the app, I was like, what are my rewards? What offers are you giving me? And they said 99-cent sundae. And I said, guess I'm having a sundae. Okay. I'm just going to eat this in the car, and then we'll head back home. It's so good. It's a lot better than the last time I had it here. I feel like they actually put the strawberry stuff in it more than like a tiny bit. So, okay, I'm gonna eat this. I'll check in with you guys later. Oh my gosh, you guys. I had such a good drive home. Like, such a good drive home. I usually listen to my 2024 playlist. I feel like I've talked about it on here, but I do have a couple themed playlists, like happy, sad, whatever. But my general go-to is just creating a playlist for the year, and then any song I either discover or rediscover goes into that. So I usually listen to the current year. But I was jamming out to my 2023 one, and that's when I had discovered Valerie by Amy Winehouse, but it's also this like remix sort of thing by some artist. Oh my gosh, I was jamming. I was jamming so hard, and like there was this motorcycle behind me at a stoplight, and I look in like the not rear view but like the side mirror, and like he did one of these. I was like, could you see that I looked like back? That was weird. I feel like I've never seen when someone looks at me on a side mirror. But I also had my roof down, so it was just like all good vibes, and I'm sure maybe he even like heard the song and he was like, she's jamming. She is jamming so much. So I just got home and I was thinking, like, man, I'd love to be outside, but like I don't really want to be in the sun. Unless like, okay, I don't want to be in the sun unless it's like cooled down, less intense. And it made me like realize about my set I have on my balcony. That's the set that like was here when I moved in. Like they didn't take it, which is like, it worked out, it's fine, but it's like rusted. And I think I just want to get a new outdoor balcony set, or yeah, balcony. So I'm thinking of ordering it next week. Is it like a smart financial decision? Not necessarily. Like I don't want something expensive, but even $100, $150 set. Should I be doing that right now? Yes, if I put it on PayPal credit. I'm a PayPal credit stan. 6 months from me now, for 6 months from now, JC, she can do that. That's what I love about PayPal credit. It's a 6 months from now problem. And I get paid next week, so I'm thinking next week. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna search around for what I'm wanting, see if there's any deals going on right now. Target has some really good ones, like some options that are expensive, some options that aren't. I do really like that the table I have, I don't know if you can see it, it's like a table I can actually sit at and do work. So I want that. I don't want like a little coffee table next to me. I want like a table I can actually do stuff. So I'm gonna look. I'm gonna take a rinse off shower first because I'm not gonna get back out in like the really hot sun. So I think I just want to rinse off, not smell like I've been outside, and like sunscreen and all that, and then go from there. But also need to pick up a little bit because I've just like put things down as I've been in and out. It's not that clean anymore. So first step, shower. Good morning, happy Friday. It's a little after 8, I think like near 8:15, and I am actually meeting up with a new book friend this morning. We're gonna go get some coffee, and I'm gonna go to a new coffee shop. So excited to like go to a different coffee shop and like see if I like it. It is basically like the same distance as the coffee bean and tea leaf one, so we like having options. But I'm going to meet up with her at 9. I'm going to leave a little earlier so that we can stop at the library to drop off a book. I finished Draw Down the Moon yesterday? Yes, I believe it was yesterday. So I finished that, and it was just a good time. Like, I just had a good time reading it. It's the first book in the Moonstruck series, and I don't know what rating, I have no idea, but like, I just know that I had a fun time reading it. Definitely like your YA fantasy, not that deep, not that serious, like a true YA, not like a 16-year-old doing way more than normal 16-year-olds do. So I think this age group is actually like 18. Like I think they've graduated high school and now they're doing what would kind of be their college. They're like summer academy thing. So that's kind of the age group, and it's just like realistic to like a YA. So I like that part. I like that we're not always, I don't know, like sometimes I don't need all the more explicit content and like all the sexual tension that you're like, okay, like, but what about the plot? But sometimes I'm just like, sure, have at it. You know what I mean? So it's just like mood based. So if you like that stuff, like if you like the idea of a YA fantasy that is more on like the fantasy, wow, okay, words, that is more on like just a true fantasy side, definitely recommend. I don't think it's like a 5-star type read, but it's entertaining. It was a fun story, it's a fun plot, and I'm interested how this one ends. Like, okay, how are we gonna progress? Because like I feel like book 2 could be heavily like not heavily, but more on the political side now, so very intrigued. And then I continued on with Summer Sisters. I think I'm like 65% of the way through it. I could finish it today, possibly. So I am definitely liking it. It's so weird. Like when I described it earlier in this video of like Malibu Rising, meeting Mary Jane, but like Double Trouble of Mary Jane, the two families, like, yeah, you know, like that's it. And then like watching Mary Jane and that eccentric friend grow up, like, wild. We are now to the point that they have graduated high school and they're in college, and like, well, they're doing their respective college plans and or post high school plans, whatever. Holy crap, the wildness doesn't stop. It is like so crazy to read, honestly, in the sense like just watching two people from two different households and two different like backgrounds, I guess, like growing up, and like how various things can alter what you feel like you need to do and want to do. And I think about a family that the child's always going to have money to fall back on, and then a family that like, I would say like middle class, like they got on fine, but like they don't have money, and how like that those two different backgrounds can like change. Like it's like, no, I can't just go do that for the summer. I can't just go whatever. Like I need to make money. I can't just like take a summer off at 17 or 18, like right before I go to college, type of thing. Like I don't know, like I need money. And the other friend like with money would be like, girl, like just have fun. So I think like it's just interesting to read about, and I feel like this would be a really good story for people in high school to read. Like before you have to make all those decisions, like actually being able to read this would be probably helpful, but at the same time there's some like explicit content. Like there's definitely content in there, but like I don't know, like for me I'd be like, okay, like the thoughts are probably already there for high schoolers, so I'm not someone that's would like, I don't know, deter like my kid from reading that type of content. But I guess I should say like probably all the pure kids out there, probably their parents wouldn't want them reading this, but it's not completely crazy. I don't know, it makes sense in my head. So anyways, I'm gonna return Draw Down the Moon, and then I do, okay, technically I have a hold pickup because before I bought the Heartstoppers Volume 1 through 3, I placed an order for Volume 1 at my library, and I'm thinking of actually going and picking up anyways, and that way I can like take it with me and not think about ruining the one I have, like if I'm out and about, because like library books just have various like protections to actually like, I don't know, if you put on a table, like it has like film or tape kind of around it. So I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe getting it anyways, like checking it out anyways. When I was home a week ago, and I got that canker sore right on the inside of my cheek, and like I bit it, and then like all hell broke loose. It's happening over here. And you know what I think it is? My lack of water. Because like when I think about like how I haven't really had canker sores since like high school, or not high school, college. One, they're heavily stress induced, and I did have like a stress like situation, like few days, whatever. But at the same time, like I have not been drinking water, like so bad. So I'm curious if like that is like an imbalance type of thing that I'm having when I'm drinking other things, like the teas and the sodas and milk and matcha. Like I just wonder if that's causing something, because I'm so gonna bite on this and then I'm gonna get canker sore and then I'm gonna be sad, and I'm not looking forward to it. Like it's not even a jinx, I just know that's happening. Okay, this is my ramble, this is my morning update. I edited the summer bucket list last night and exported it, and now it's uploaded and ready for Patreon today. And then my other video goes live today. My book haul video goes live, and then I edited the weekly vlog up until this point. So I feel so good, like I feel on top of it in that way. I still have my issues, my like intrusive thoughts that are like kind of there, but like a lot better. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna go run my quick errand and then meet up with a new book girly or coffee. Okay, I don't know the last time we talked. Like, was it literally this morning when I was like, okay, gonna go like meet a friend? Oof. No. Yes. It was. I'm pretty sure. Hi. Well, I took my book to the library to drop it off, and then I met up with her. We talked at like the coffee shop for like an hour and a half-ish. And then I came back home and I've been working. Like I just have my normal job today. I was gonna go into the office, but frankly, I just wasn't feeling it. Yeah, I was very gloomy. It's blue skies now. I want to actually go outside, but I'm also sleepy. Like, oh, like just a very like chill day, I guess. Like work's been very easy today, and I finished Summer Sisters. That was crazy. Like it was very like, when it ended, it was just very like thought-provoking. Like I was just like I don't, like, it's gonna stick with me, that book, but I don't know how to describe it because I feel like I've talked about it a lot in this video, so I don't really want to talk about it more, but I feel the same throughout kind of the entire book. It was just very unique, very, yeah, just like different than other books I typically read. I like that it was different. Like I liked that I read more of this like literary women's fiction type book, and it was still like the summery vibes, so it's like I liked it. But holy smokes, that was crazy. The ending? Like, what do you think? Like, if you've read this book, like, what do you think? That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I don't know what I want to be reading next. When I looked at, oh my gosh, when I looked at Libby, I have 4 books checked out. I have Interesting Facts About Space, which I also have the like physical library book, so I definitely want to read that. Then I have Summer Reading. That's like a summery romance type book. And then the 2 I have Remarkably Bright Creatures, but I ordered the physical book, a really pretty of the physical book, like it's the prettiest version ever. But it comes between June 10th and the 21st, so I want to try to push off reading it until I can see if I can get the physical copy so I can do a hybrid read. I'd really like to have the physical book to read as well, but it's due in 12 days, so that's a little scary. We'll see. And then, like, if it's not here in a week, I think I'll read it. And then I have the Unmaking of June Farrow, which I also have 12 days to read. That is our, like, June book club pick, though, so I am going to be doing a like reading vlog for that, so I'm just not in the mood to like be filming for that today, so I don't want to start that. But I also on Libro, part of their like ALC program thing, I have quite a few books saved. They had like a weird selection this month, like in a good way. This sounded so bad. So I tried to read There Is No Ethan or listen to it, but I think I need the physical book because I feel like they're talking about like a lot of like correspondence, and it'll be like, you know, email this address to like from this person to this person, and then like it talks about it. Like there's not a lot of just dialogue. I don't know if I just started out like that, but I don't know. I listened to the first couple chapters and it's just like hard to listen only to, so I feel like that's a book that I would really like the physical copy to. But it says how 3 women caught America's biggest catfish, and like I love documentaries like that, so I really wanted to listen to it, so I'll probably try it again, but I don't know. Then I have Such a Bad Influence. I think that one's a thriller, a razor sharp debut thriller about what happens when one of the first child stars of social media age grows up and goes missing, so that could be really good. And then I have Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood, but I am going to be reading that for the new releases vlog, and I want the physical book. So we're not listening to it, even though I technically have it already. Then I have I Want You More. This sounds so good. It is... A ghostwriting gig in the Hamptons becomes far more than a job as Zara and Jane repeatedly rewrite their own relationship in a sexy, atmospheric, and deliciously tense story. So I believe Zara is the writer, and she accepts a job ghostwriting Jane's memoir, but they begin like spending so much time together. They're kind of like morphing into each other and like now like wearing the same clothes, doing the same stuff. And they become so close that the line between them starts to blur. Then an unforeseen incident forces Zara and Jane to ask themselves how much they really know about each other. So it's a dark and twisty novel about fame, lies, and obsession. Like, I don't know, it just sounds like it could be so good. Then I have Love from Scratch. I think it's like a rom-com-y type book. And then Stories I Told My Dead Lover. Just sounded weird, but like fun. Then I have Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. And then I have Honey. This one I remember sounding interesting. Like I saw it out and about. It's about, oh, coming soon. Or did I see it? I don't know, maybe on like Goodreads then? But it's a coming of age story that follows the meteoric meteoric, that's just a weird word, rise of singer Amber Young as she navigates fame in the late 90s and early 2000s era of pop music superstardom. It just like sounds like it could be an interesting one. And then I have The Stars Too Fondly. I think this is LGBTQIA+. Yeah. Part space odyssey, part sapphic rom-com. I don't know. It's like, like it starts out like on the what do you call it? On the when I tell you about the book, not the first chapter is what I'm trying to say, but I still don't know like not the summary. Anyways, says so. Here's the thing: Cleo and her friends really, truly didn't mean to steal this spaceship. Like, don't these all just sound fun? So I'm struggling. But also some books from last month that I didn't get to. I don't know, man. I have so many books on here now. So I'm gonna think on it. But it's definitely starting to be June is start off to be such a great reading month. So I'm very excited to like just continue on reading more. But like, wow. So many good books, so many good options. We'll see. I was watching Mel Reed's book shopping video, so I'm gonna continue watching this. And then maybe we'll go outside for a little bit, maybe color a little bit. I don't know, maybe like then I can color and start an audiobook. We'll see. But there is basketball on at 4:30 that I definitely want to watch. So remind me. I have a game that I want to watch at 4:30. My eyes look so blue here. What's going on? I mean, I have blue eyes, but okay. Now I'm just rambling. I feel like this vlog is already long enough and not me having an 8-minute clip. Hi. Hi. Okay. Gosh. I'm used to just being able to like throw up my hair and not have a care in the world. But as I've chopped off inches, matters a little more. Anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I didn't end up going outside. Honestly, like I went to like put on like a swimsuit top, which is some shorts, and then I had this whole fiasco with one of my swimsuits where like the string had like completely came out of one of, it's like a, you know, triangle top, and like it had completely come out of one of the triangles, and I was like, okay, so I spent too long trying to get it. If you have any hacks, let me know. I'm gonna Google it, but I couldn't get there. I feel like I need a clothespin, but I don't have one easily, at least. Not that. Maybe I could find one. Maybe in like an item of clothing that's like new with tags. I could see if I have any of those. But I wanted to give you guys an update because I'm 40% into interesting facts about space. And this is another unique read for me because it is following Enid. And I was trying to see if it gave kind of like a diagnosis. So she's obsessed with space. As you know, I work in the space industry, and like I actually got my degree in astrophysics, so I got it in a lot more space related things than I work in now. Like a lot more, like I don't know how to describe it. Like black holes is what originally interested me about space, and now I work in more of like an aerospace side of things. So seeing her talk about it is kind of fun. So Enid is obsessed with space. She can tell you all about black holes and their ability to spaghettify you without batting an eye in fear. Her one major phobia? Bald men. But she tries to keep that one under wraps. When she's not listening to her favorite true crime podcast on a loop, she's going out with a rotation of women from dating apps. So we have the LGBTQIA plus representation here. I love that. That's 2 books this month, and obviously June being Pride Month, I'm like, yay. And I think the romance book that I checked out from the library, these like Truly, Madly, Deeply, I think, is also that representation, which is cool. Okay, so I love space. I love true crime. So Enid, we love you. But at the same time, she's trying to forge a new relationship with her estranged half-sisters after the death of her absent father. When she unwittingly plunges into her first serious romantic entanglement, Enid starts to believe that someone is following her. As her paranoia spirals out of control, she must contend with her mounting suspicion that something is seriously wrong with her, because at the end of the day, there's only one person she can't outrun: herself. So she has like something, because like the interesting facts about Space is kind of like her reaction to situations. Like she'll just spit out facts like when she's nervous, when she's, I don't know, like I think she also doesn't understand the social cues. So I think, is it like a form of like Asperger's or autism in a way? Like she has something, like the way it's like she's writing and the way she's having her dialogue with people. I'm very like interested. But I mean, it's good. I'm liking it. It's different. It's not like this connection I have necessarily with her, but it's like entertaining. And I'm just like, I don't know, happy to continue it. Like it's definitely not this 5-star feeling sort of book for me. It may honestly, like at this point, like if I had to just rate it now, it'd be like a 3.5, 3.75. Like I like it. I recommend it. It's nothing super special to me. Yeah. So I'm excited that I'm finally diving into this though, because it's been like on my TBR for a minute. And now I'm going to watch some basketball. I'm going to go grab a snack because I'm hungry. And I'll check in with you guys if I have another update for tonight. I'm trying to do a bunch of planning, which I'm thinking we can do tomorrow as well. Or I can at least walk you through if I do anything tonight. But I need to get back on track. Like this will be my first weekend back after kind of like, I don't know, like last weekend was me getting back from being away for a couple weeks. So I was just kind of trying to do this massive reset in the sense of like, okay, unpack suitcases, you know, just pick things up, kind of try to get back into a routine. But this is like my first full weekend, just like normal back. And I have to work, but I also want to prep for a new week and think about all the things I want to do, kind of set goals for the week, just put myself in a better position. And I'm feeling much better, like mentally, emotionally, all the things. Like I'm just slowly feeling more and more rested, which feels lovely. So I'm excited for the weekend and just kind of like all the things that come with a weekend, like the prepping, the planning, the resetting, the good vibes. I love it. So I'll probably just see you in the morning. Good morning, happy Saturday. It's almost 9 a.m. I believe. I want to go ahead and get out the door. I just got up, I threw a little bit of makeup on, and I just want to go work at a coffee shop, just like sit and focus. So I'm going to do that for the morning, first few hours. There are a couple WNBA games on today, so I'm going to bring my iPad and see if I can like have enough charge on that thing to stream one of the games while I'm doing work on my computer. So we'll see, but let's go ahead and head out. I'm ready. I just need to grab my computer, put it in a bag, and let's go. Okay, it's currently 12:15. I just wrapped up at the coffee shop. I had a really good session. Like, it was just a very like well-focused session. I am waiting to hear back from one of my, I think she's a coworker, but she's like head of our accounting, because I need to book my travel for our annual training that's out in Denver. But I want to extend my trip a couple days to see my brother. So they just kind of have to like give that thumbs up, and like you pay the difference if your trip would be more expensive than the one they would normally pay for those dates. So I just needed her to give that thumbs up so I can actually book it. But it's the weekend. Like, girl, you do you. If you're not replying right now, that's fine. I also finished Interesting Facts About Space. So that was wild. Like, not the same wild as Summer Sisters, but just a very interesting read. I was entertained by it, but it was nothing. Like, I'm not going to think much about it, honestly, afterwards. I think it'd be a really great book for someone to read that, like, has the same things that Enid has. So, I think by the end, the therapist she has was kind of, like, helping diagnose her. And, they kind of did confirm, like, she's on the spectrum, which, like, as a reader, I think we kind of gathered that. But there's definitely some form of autism. She's like partially deaf, like one of her ears. So I don't know, I think someone that also experiences that, like, this would be a good representation of probably like their day to day, and they're like, oh my god, like I do that, or like these are thoughts I have, these are feelings I have. And I just like that we do have various books out there that like represent that and are becoming popular. Like, this is a book that a lot of people were talking about, and I just like that. I like that it's not a book that's like super hard to find with that representation. So there's a lot of people, that's so awkward, sorry, but I just love that there's books out there that's like accessible to people. Okay, that's it. That's what I got. I'm gonna head home now and figure out kind of my game plan. I want to be starting the Unmaking of June Farrow Patreon reading blog and like the just book club pick read, and then I also want to start a book for the swapping screen time. What? No, this series on my channel about the read and watch series. There's one I want to start today for that, so that's what I'm probably gonna go home and kind of just put myself together and start those. I say put myself together because I was gonna curl my hair today, but I'm just not really feeling it, so we'll see if I do that. Maybe just start the videos, call it good, but I'll see you guys when I get home.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs.
I just got to the park and I'm just gonna sit out here. I'm gonna do some coloring. I brought Heartstopper. I'd love to read that. I feel like that's just like a very easy thing to get into out here. No audiobook, no other book to like have to really read the pages as in depth, so I'm excited. Okay, I just switched up the angle, but we have to do a taste test together. I realized I brought my drink and like the orange cream poppy one, and we haven't like discussed the fact that I went out of my way to go grab it yesterday, 2 days ago. Please be good, please be good, please be good. It's good. So I actually don't care for like sodas that are like fruit, like grape soda, cherry soda, strawberry soda, like orange soda. I don't, but something about this hits. Like, I think because of the cream part, like the vanilla-y, I like this. I will definitely buy this again. Like, I love the cherry lime one because it's like a cherry limeade, but this, I was a little nervous it was just gonna be like orange soda, which I don't care for, but the cream, Have I ever told you guys how much kids scare me? Fun fact about me, kids terrify me. Okay, I'm gonna color, and I'm gonna color first for a bit, and then I'm gonna probably dive into Heartstopper.
We could stay in hotels, just living off the edge. Only good times ahead.
Okay, I am back home now. It's currently 3:30. I don't know if I talked with you guys after coming home from the park, so if this is repetitive, I'm sorry. But I had a great time just enjoying the sunshine and coloring. I didn't end up reading Heartstopper. I was going to. I was there for like a little over an hour, but then I realized that could be a very fun like read and watch episode to do for my channel, so I put up a poll on my like community tab asking like, should I do a read and watch series episode on Heartstopper? And I know like I got a Patreon comment like, yes please, but if a majority don't want it on my main feed, maybe I'll just do like a short sweet type video for Patreon. So I ended up not picking it up because I was like, okay, well, in case I end up doing that video, no. Which I was already gonna start a different read and watch series like episode today, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But I am thinking, let's go ahead and go to Trader Joe's. I think I'd be happy to get some stuff, get out, drive with the windows down, enjoy some tunes. I don't need a whole lot, so it should be pretty easy, but we'll see. Okay, I just want to pop on and film a quick little update clip. I did get my little bag of groceries. Where are you at? There. From Trader Joe's. I was wrong to think it would be less like packed on a 3:30 p.m. on a Saturday. I was wrong. So no filming in there, but now we're gonna head into Target that's right next to it and get a couple of the like random household things. Like I need Q-tips, I need some like face pads, I don't know how to call them, like little cotton pads. I have a list of that, so let's go to Target and get some of that. Okay, I am back. I have my Target bag full of Well, maybe there's a couple fun things. And then I have my Trader Joe's. Also has random stuff. I feel like both of them were about the same price. Paid, I feel like, about like 26 at Target and 28 at Trader Joe's. Like, I don't love that, but then I also didn't even do a full grocery shop, so. Okay, at Trader Joe's, I bought 2 this time. Usually I just get 1, but they're so clutch. It's a black bean and Monterey Jack cheese burritos. Like, so, I needed ketchup. Dang it. Okay, anyways. I got 3 oranges. These are huge. Like, they're massive. I got another thing of milk. I got some mangoes. These look really good, and I think I want to actually eat some now. And then I got some golden kiwi, literally to die for. Like, I'm obsessed. We'll see how long it lasts, my hyperfixation. And then I got some sweetbread cherries. So I was usually looking like I've never bought cherries before. Okay, and then at Target, I had to get like a couple household things. I was glad I remembered this. I needed like the gallon size Ziplocs. And I needed like small trash bags, Q-tips, and I decided to get floss. Crazy. Oh. Okay, guess I'll be eating this. I have a Kit Kat bar. And then, oh, and some cotton rounds. I was just sick of not having snacks, so I ended up picking up these. And as like a sweet thing. And then these is like a salty snack. Honestly, it's going to be so easy for me to just like keep buying more and more. But it's like, just buy a couple snacks. And then if you run out in the middle of the week, just go to the Target that's near you and buy more. My logic. Okay, I'm going to put the stuff in the fridge and whatnot. And then I don't really know what I'm doing, but period. I still know what I'm doing. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's a very gloomy this morning. Like, the grounds are actually wet, so that's like more than just a little bit of clouds. It's like kind of even misty in the air. But I want to go over and head to Target first thing. My mom, there's no way she's watching this because this is way too long of a video for her, but she motivated me this morning to spend money. She sent me this thing last night and it was like basically how we're always in this constant battle, how we want to save money but we also only live once, and that's so true. I know that's me for sure. So I am like always thinking like, okay, like you need to be saving for various like either goals that I have or just like generally saving for like a rainy day situation. And then I'm like, but I'm only 25 once. And I'm going to turn 26 and I'll be like, well, I'm only 26 once. So then I was telling her how my current dilemma in that is my patio balcony furniture. How I told you guys the set that's out here was out here from the previous tenants, and like they have wiring on it. You've seen them in past videos, and the wiring part on the back has like been rusted since I've been here. Same with the table then. So I'm like I just really want a new set, but it's not like, it's a good sized space, but it's not massive. So it's not like I can have this like dining table situation out there. So I just want kind of like these 2 chairs and a nice table to sit and do work at. And I would like to get then a 3rd chair that's like more of a reading chair, like an outdoor reading chair. But then I also need space for a puppy stuff, like by the end of this year, I hope. I mean, the adoption process of puppies is like tough. Like it just has to be the right time. So it's like I'm going to start it. I actually sent in the application yesterday to like get the ball rolling on it. Like I'm just generally sending in my application to the organization, not like for a specific puppy. So when it like comes about, it kind of just happens. But it could be like next year where they find that I'm the right person to adopt a puppy, because they get a lot of, like I've talked about, it's the California Doodle Rescue, and so they actually just got a litter of puppies, and it was like from a household that like they're like, well, we didn't expect this. So it's like it wasn't like an intentional breeder, which they also save litters from, but like it was like, we have a litter of puppies. We need help getting them out to homes. And so like those situations happen, and then people like me can come and adopt the puppy. So they have a lot of, you know, 1 to 5-year-old dogs, but then they also have litters of puppies, and like you just don't know when that's gonna happen. And so starting after October is when like I actually can, because I have a work trip, and obviously I wouldn't want to adopt a dog and then have to immediately leave. So all that to say, I'm gonna be prepping for getting a dog though between like now and October, like buying little things so I don't just have like a bunch of expenses at once. And one of those things that I want to get closer to when I actually adopt a dog is like you can get patches of like real grass that you can put on your balcony. Oh god, my air just kicked on. So like I want to be able to do that as well. So we'll see how it all works out, but like I really want different furniture out there that's not rusted, and I have like these green cushions that just aren't me. So yeah, we're gonna go to Target this morning. Am I gonna change? Absolutely not. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, that was a bust, but you guys saw it. I mean, it was kind of cleared out. And then the set that I was actually looking at, like, it's a wicker that, I don't know how to describe it, but it's already kind of like fraying on the top. And I'm like, okay, if I was probably sitting on this in shorts, like against just like my skin, it would not be comfortable. So then I thought about getting different cushions, but those weren't on sale. And I was like, okay, I'm not just going to buy them just to buy them. Like, bummer. I'm thinking of going back home and cleaning my furniture that is out there, like with a hose, because it definitely needs that. And then I do have a spray, like black paint that I got for the furniture. I just never did it. So maybe that's something we can do this morning, because it is already like wet outside. Okay, let's go home. Kind of unfortunate, but well. So when I got back home, I ended up grabbing the chairs from my balcony, taking them downstairs, hosing them off, and then now they're just like sitting out there drying. And so whenever they do dry, hopefully that's just like today, like, and I feel good, and then I can do a coat of paint, and then they can dry again. I'm gonna see how that looks, and then I'll deal with the table. I like took the chairs down, which I don't even want all 3 chairs, but don't really know what to do in this moment. I'll think about it. But I am going to see what that like a fresh coat of paint does, and I'm gonna get new cushions. And I went on Amazon and ordered some like tile for outdoor spaces, and so we're gonna see like that. Hopefully actually like just comes in the morning, and I may be able to do it before work and see what it looks like. That way I can also just return them easy peasy if they don't work out for my space. But I feel like something like that, instead of spending the money towards a new set and then still just having like a new set in an empty space, maybe it'd be nice to see if I can like not repurpose really, but just like freshen up what I have and then get some new pieces with the same money and see if that like elevates the space. So we'll see how it turns out. But for now, we need to carry on with our Sunday. I actually need to check work stuff, so I should probably do that first. But then overall today should be pretty chill, gloomy like I said. I don't think the sun will come out today. But I have just like a mess and then like clutter here as well. So I want to tackle that today. I want to do a bit of cleaning, freshen up for the new week, and all of that. So first, I'm going to check work stuff. Then we're going to clean. I was going to say I need to make a matcha. I don't know. I want to check work stuff first, and then I'll figure out what I want to do next. Okay, I just finished cleaning up. Honestly, it took like no time. I threw on Olivia's new video, her like May wrap-up stuff. 22 minutes. Yeah, 22 minutes to pick up my kitchen and my living room. So I feel really good about that. I knew it like wouldn't take long if I just like did it, but the thing is I had to do it. I wonder how my chairs are doing. It's been like what, 30 minutes? Like, are they dry? I mean, it's not dry outside, so probably not. It doesn't help if we don't have any sun on it. Okay, I'm gonna like make some food, make a little breakfast. I did check work stuff as well. Oh! That probably only took me like 10 minutes, if not less, because I did work stuff, and that's when I started Olivia's video, and I checked everything, and then I picked up my living room kitchen. I love that for me. That means it took like way less time. Okay, now I'm gonna like make some food and things like that because I'm definitely hungry. Are we proud? I got my water bottle. Last night, I was like, I really just like need something to drink and like don't have soda or like an energy drink at 9 p.m. when you're thirsty. So I finally put water in my cup. I need to put like liquid IV in it, but I didn't want to put that in there at night and then wake up very upset that I have to pee in the middle of the night, even though that's exactly what happened. Okay, I don't know if this is crooked. I feel like it's probably fine. It's been a couple hours. It's now noon. I filmed a reading portion of the Read and Watch series, and then now I'm back inside. I went down and I spray painted. Well, it's not really spray painting. It's like this spray that's meant to recover rust. So that's what I did. Like, but the specific color is black, but it's like not just like a spray paint. So I went down and did that for the chairs. I literally like have some of it like on my fingers. It's driving me insane. But that was successful. Like, I think it's gonna turn out well. So I just ordered another can of it so I can do the table later on this week. So I'm kind of excited. I also ordered some like flooring stuff for the balcony that should be here tomorrow. I'm just like excited to see like what I can do with it because now it's like, okay, no, I definitely want to, and I know I'll enjoy being out there more if it's like an environment I like and it's like cute, honestly. So we'll see what comes of that over the next week or so because I need to get new cushions. I don't like the cushions that are out there, but I've been unsuccessful in my browsing so far, so we'll see what I can find. But I am now gonna just chill back on the couch, let that stuff dry out there until early evening, honestly. It says 24 hours, which is fine, but I can't just have them, I think, sitting out. Like, I don't know HOA rules, but like I feel like that's probably not one of them that I can do. So I'll try to bring them inside some way. I'll think about that. Like, I don't know if maybe I could put it in my garage somehow, like just scoot up my car. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna watch some WNBA. I would like to start reading another book, like for funsies. I am thinking of summer reading 5 Broken Blades. No, those are the two. Because the other one's the Unmaking of June Farrow, which is the book club pick, which I'll be filming. And I am trying to pick a book that I'm not filming for. So, summer reading or 5 Broken Rules. No, sorry, 5 Broken Blades. Did I say rules the first time? I feel like I did. But I'm leaning towards 5 Broken Blades simply because it's not a romance. Because I'm also reading a summer rom-com type book for the new releases vlog. So I'm like, do I want to be reading 2 of those at once. Maybe I could actually continue on with that one. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I don't know what book I want to start. So I'm just going to chill for a minute, think about it. I'll update you later on this afternoon with anything that I get up to. Okay, miracles do happen. Blue skies. Blue outside. I just want to like stay in, but I'm just happy to have the blue skies joining me on this lovely Sunday afternoon. I haven't done any reading. It's only like 1 o'clock, but I've just been like hanging out, enjoying, lounging. Honestly, like work's pretty easy today. We have a lot of like WNBA games on. I'm still slipping away at my matcha. I feel like there was something I was gonna say. Oh, I just checked on my chairs and they're looking pretty good. So I have another can of the spray coming tomorrow. No, later on in the week. So I think I'm just gonna like ultimately bring the chairs in because I need to do another, not like a full coat, but each of them like have little spots that definitely need some extra love and attention. So I'm just gonna like keep them downstairs, probably in my entryway or something. I'm excited to show you guys next week because I feel like that'll be fun to include. You guys will see me slowly making over my balcony area. I am struggling because I don't know what like to fully do, and I am just repurposing what I have now. So we're definitely gonna have to go on the hunt at like thrift stores and stuff. I'm gonna continuously look on like Facebook Marketplace and such because I'm thinking what I would love to do is have like a couch or something with a coffee table out there. Like that would fit. I definitely need a smaller table. So if I really like how the chairs turn out with like new cushions and everything, then I could just like get rid of the table later on and get a new smaller table, because the table out there that I came with a set, it's just too big for the space. So like it works for maybe 2 chairs, but even that's like a little tight. So I'd rather just like get a smaller table that I could either keep all 3 chairs or like just keep the 2, but then it's just like more spacious and like, I don't know, easier to navigate. So I don't know. I was thinking if I had the couch with like a coffee table, ottoman type situation, then I'd be able to like lounge out there with a computer, because my biggest thing is like I want to be able to work out there, but also I have like food and drink. Like I need to be able to put my like plates on stuff, but I don't just want chairs because I don't want to just like sit in a chair with my computer on my lap trying to do work. So if it's just chairs, then I want like a dining type table. So we're slowly going to do that, I think, over the summer. I mean, probably over the next month, but I also have to find the right pieces, so that just takes time. Can you hear it? I dislike motorcycles and I dislike loud cars. I dislike loud noise, but not concerts. That's different. But just like loud cars, loud engine, like for what? For what? It just drives me nuts. So I'm gonna continue just chilling out. I think I'm gonna get settled, and then I think I'm gonna like round out the, like I need to figure out all the books I read this month, and then we're gonna round out this video like talking about them all, because I'm not really leaving my house to go anywhere today, so it's not like I'll show you anything else. So let me go figure out all the books I read this, did I say this month? Well, I guess technically it's true because it's the first weekly vlog of the month, but if I said month, I meant week. Give me a minute. Okay, so I read 7 books this week. Like, what happened? I told you guys in my May wrap up that I was in such a reading mood. I think it's showing. It's showing. So as we know, I had a lot of them be like, what do you call, library books. So I don't have them all with me. So to just stack up 7 books, I read 7 books this week. So now like, let's get rid of the ones I didn't actually read. So the first one I read was The 7-Year Slip. I gave this one 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. I mean, so many people gave it 5 stars. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was a fun story. It is a modern day The Lake House. If you haven't seen that movie, you definitely should. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I think it just, I don't know what it missed. I don't know what it missed for me, but it wasn't a 5-star feeling. But obviously 4.5 stars is so good. So I had a great time. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I think at times I may have just been annoyed with the main female character. But like, grief is grief. Like, you handle it in different ways. So, but I loved how all the different pieces tied in together. Like, I think it was probably 3/4 of the way through the book that I was like, wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. And I went back to the beginning and then I started crying. So I definitely recommend this book. If you're like, okay, it's so hyped, I don't know, like, I don't want to read a super hyped book, read the hyped book. It's definitely worth it. If you're like me, that like, I mean, I want to read it, but I don't know if I want to go spend my money on it right now, just check it out from your library. It's definitely highly sought after. I did a hybrid read where I had the physical copy and the audiobook. I was lucky to get the audiobook from like the Lucky Day type. Is that what it's called? It's on the Libby app, and it's like where you get, like, you skip the line type thing. Okay, so that was the first book we read. And then I read Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I really enjoyed it. It is the Queen of Hearts origin story. I gave this one 4 stars. It was definitely a slower start for me to get into, but once I was in it, like, I was in it. I did not want to put it down. I was so invested. I had such a great time just like seeing this story kind of brought to life in my head, and it was just such a cool origin story. And I loved it so much that I read the back where it's kind of like interview questions with Marissa Meyer about like how she came up with this, like why she came up with this, and like asked her different questions about like the ending and all of that. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I really, really, really recommend this. I love her writing. I don't know if her books will give me like above 4-star feelings. I will be continuing because I have the first book in the Lunar Chronicles. But right now, I'm just like, the Renegades trilogy, fun. This, fun. 4 stars. Like, great. And then I read In a Not So Perfect World. I gave this 3.75 stars. This one was about the girl and the guy. Yeah, I just like, okay, that was a good time. It was nothing special. Like, I had fun. It was a nice summer romance, but like 3.75 because like I didn't really care about the characters that much. I just had a fun time reading a summery setting romance, rom-com, funny moments, cute moments, eye roll moments. They're all there. Then I read Draw Down the Moon. This was at YA Fantasy. 3.5 stars. Fun. I mean, like, I feel like anything that's a 3 or above, like 3 to 4, it's just identified as fun to me. Like, I really enjoyed my time. It's nothing special to get like that 4.5, 5-star feeling, but like, I would recommend it. I will be continuing that series if it's a series. Like, this YA fantasy was just like, this is something different. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. And it was really nice to read a fantasy book that I'm not trying to like figure out this crazy world. Like, it's just our world, but people have magic. So I liked it. Like, I like that blend where it's just like, okay, this is not going to be super hard to understand and like dive into like a world like Akatar or something. Like, okay, what is this magical system? What is everything? It's like, no, this is just like mundanes living their normal life, but then there's also these moonstruck people that also have powers. Fun. Easy. I like the little like romance they threw in there, but I like that as a YA romance. No spice. Like, it was just like, oh, that's so cute. Then I read Summer Sisters by Judy Blume. Oh my god, what'd I give this, right? 4.25. Whew! Wow. Wild. Mary Jane meets Malibu Rising. We've talked about it a lot. I feel like I definitely talked about it a lot, but I recommend it. It was a crazy time. If you're like, what the hell? Check it out from your library. Like, beautiful book. But if you're like, I don't want to spend my money on a beautiful book that I may not like, library. Also, I feel like I've talked about this, but there are libraries out there that allow you to join their system for free, like where you just get their ebook catalog, which is Libby. So definitely look up like different libraries that have like that, where you can just join their ebook catalog. So I had the audiobook alongside the physical. It was good. It was weird. It kind of drug out a little bit, but at the same time, it was just such a crazy story. Like, I'm definitely going to be thinking about this book. Not for forever, but it's definitely thought-provoking. Yeah. And I heard that this is not normal Judy Blume, so we'll see. Like, I don't know if I would really then enjoy her other books, but yeah. Wow. And then I'm still in the middle of a video, or I'm still in the middle of a book for the new releases video, so I didn't finish that. And then I read Interesting Facts About Space. I gave that 3 stars. Cool. Interesting. Won't really think about it afterwards. I did like the representation in there. Like, I think that's just like a great book to have that's very popular. And I don't know, it's just, I talked about it when I finished it. I like that there's just more and more books out there that are becoming more accessible with people with just different illnesses, like handicaps, like different things. It's just like a lot of people have these, but they're not represented in stories often enough. Like, I just liked it. I liked that representation, and I like space. I work in the space industry, so it's just fun to like hear that random stuff and kind of, I don't know, like, I wouldn't say spark, because it's not like the spark of motivation, but it's just like to kind of hint at the things that originally drove me to this industry and to get my degree in space stuff. I was just like, oh, look at all these interesting facts about space that she's saying. So I recommend checking it out from your library if you're interested in it. Obviously, it's great representation for the month of June. If you're like looking for LGBTQIA+ community type of books, like, it's fun. And my library had a couple copies. I feel like the surrounding libraries did, so maybe it's available at yours, but also Libby. Check out Libby. And then the last one that I read today is for the Read and Watch series, but I did finish Heartstopper Volume 1 today. Adorable. Adorable. And it ended, and I was like, excuse me. Like, I was just so shook that I could be as invested as I was. Like, it was my first graphic novel. I felt all the feelings. I had a great time. So I'm going to be watching season 1, hopefully starting tonight, if not tomorrow. Like, but I'll be watching that throughout the week, and then that video will go up. So those are the 7 books that I read this week. Blows my mind. We'll see how next week goes. I feel like it should be another good week of reading. I have a lot of books checked out. I have a lot of books that I'm wanting to read. I'm actually in this, like, I don't know if it's, I don't know how to describe it. There's not one book that I'm like really going after right now, and that kind of sucks. Like, I'm not obsessing over a book. Like, I want to read Summer Reading. I want to read The 5 Broken Blades, but I'm not like super excited to read them. So I'm thinking if I should like go off of my TBR or off of my checked out books and find a book that I have that's like, no, I really want to read that right now, because I don't want to get into a slump or force myself to read something I'm not that excited about, and then like also won't enjoy the book the same way. So we'll see. But this upcoming week should be good. I'm going to be working on my balcony. I'm going to be well, it won't be for this video, but we'll still touch on it. But Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood comes out, so I'll be reading that for the new releases vlog as well. And I just think it should be a good week, have a normal work week. I'm trying to think, like, I have no idea what this week's supposed to bring. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.